Welcome to an exciting unit continuing with 1B, day 1 of simplifying radicals. So we're going to continue seeing radicals, but now how to simplify them. Okay. Why do we want to? Because there are radicals that are irrational. So the first question we have is, what is a radical? And so the radical is a symbol, and this is the symbol we see, which is, you are familiar with it, it's the square root. And so I have numbers that are considered to be perfect squares and those that are not. So how do we simplify a radical? These are the steps you take to simplifying a radical, so make sure you write them down. So you first find the perfect squares that are factors. This is a key component, is that you have to make sure that they are perfect squares. And we'll talk a little bit more about what are perfect squares. And then once you find that one of them is a perfect square, one of the factors, you're going to take the square root of that number. And then the number that is left inside the square root that is not perfect, that is left inside. So whatever number is left inside is not a perfect square root, it stays inside. So let's talk about the perfect square. So let's go through the perfect squares. The perfect squares, and the reason why they're called perfect square, that's the key word, is that they're perfect, is because if I have a square and my dimension is a 1 by 1, because it's a square, all sides are equal, 1 times 1 is 1. Therefore, the square root of 1 is 1. I have a square with dimensions of 2, and I'm talking about the area. 2 times 2 is 4, therefore the square root of 4 is 2. That's why these are known as perfect squares. And so if you are able to write these down in your notes, you could pause the video so you could end up writing them down. I recommend you know at least up to the square root of 225, so that you know from starting from square root of 1, this section right here. The one that is in purple. So let's look at some examples. So right here, square root of 196, and if we use a chart, square root of 196 is equal to 14. Now, in terms of the next one, square root of 216, I don't have, this is not a perfect square. So I now need to look for factors that are perfect squares. So going through my list, I start with, for example, the perfect square. Well, I know it's divisible by 1. I'm finding out, is it divisible by 4? And then going on with my perfect squares and seeing which is the greatest number. And in this case, it's 36 times 6. So 36 times 6 is 216. So I rewrite the square root of 216, I put 36 times 6. I separate the square roots, so I write square root of 36 and then the square root of 6, and do each side separately. Square root of 36 is 6, because that's a perfect square, and then square root of 6 is an irrational number, so it stays as square root of 6. Let's look at the next one. We have the square root of 392. Again, is this a perfect square? No, it doesn't give me a perfect root. It's a perfect root. What I mean is a perfect root? No. So now I need to find two numbers that are factors that are perfect squares. So you use your chart. What are the two numbers? Well, it's divisible by 2, 392, and I find out that it's 196. The other factor when I divide by 2 is 196 and 2. It just so happens that 196 is a perfect root. So I do the square root of 196 times 196 times 2. And now we separate. We have square root of 196. Square root of 2, and what's the square root of 196? We just found it in problem number 1. that is 14. So I write the answer is 14 radical 2. So this is the simplified answer. So square root of 392 is equal to 14 radical 2. Now in that last example that we have here, we have 6 times the square root of 54. At 6, you're going to end up leaving it out in front. And with the 54, you're going to end up finding the factors. And so in this case, for 54, we have 9 and 6. So I rewrite. I have my 6. Remember, we have the 6 out in front. And then we rewrite 54 as 9 times 6. Separate each one of them. We still write 6 times the radical 9, or square root of 9, and then square root of 6. Now we take the square root of 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. So we have 6 times 3, square root of 6. 6 times 3 is 18, square root of 6, or radical 6. Can I simplify radical 6 anymore? No. So this is the simplified answer. So 6 radical 54 is equal to 18 radical 6. Make sure you write down the perfect roots and that you end up becoming familiar with them all the way up to square root of 225.